film back to my channel. I know this is your boy Tana. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail below this video, you already know what's going down today, y'all. Now look, I will be reading some Reddit confessions today. Now y'all look, I seen this video actually pop up on my recommendation on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it, cause actually I had another video planned, but it didn't go how I wanted it to. So this video idea just popped up in my mind. I was like, you know what? Let's go and do it. And also, I know y'all probably finna get on me too because I've been posting a long time. But look, I'll explain at the end of the video because y'all's been school. But to cut this short, y'all, because I don't want to take up any more of y'all time. I know y'all probably ready to get into it and stuff. But you know. Anywho, before we get into today's video, you know, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell on these sides so you miss my videos, because y'all, we want to roll to 500 subscribers. If you ain't with the rock game, what you doing? What you doing for real? But like that being said, let's get straight into it. Yo, I'm back on y'all. I got confession number 1 pulled up for y'all. So we finna get into this, y'all. Throughout the video, I'm gonna be asking y'all for y'all's opinions. I'm gonna be y'all to give my opinion because you know, yeah. But anywho, y'all, we got story number 1. This is I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. So this person said, "Oh, I got an embarrassing story." Now y'all mind you, it's a little long, so if I'm going a little too slow, I'm just gonna cut it short. But look, they said, "Yo, I'm sorry, I apologize. It was some technical difficulties with my phone, but well, with this phone, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tired right now." Anyway, this person said, "Oh, no, I read it. All right. I'm in college in this fall 2022 semester. I had this super fine graduate TA who taught the lab I was in. I can see where this finna go. Once he realized I was basically as old as he was, he started getting real flirty and friendly. He had all this I don't know how to pronounce that word, of a break to the face and will openly flirt with me in front of the class. I can't tell that's a red flag or that's just, it's giving a sign of red flag, as I'll say. But anyway, so the final rolls around and I knew I was going to confess my crush on him. He heavily suggests that we, and she said I, started at a question that was near him so he could be next to me when I started using him. In the class in this class we had to walk around to do our exam. It was a practice to sorry y'all, mind y'all, look, it's about to be 1 a.m. so don't mind how tired I am. But it's up there on the screen so y'all could read it if y'all want to. Anyway, after the exam was over, I waited until every student left the room and I hung out for a while until I get him alone. I finally told him I have a crush on you. He stared at me and was like, yeah, and as if he wanted me to say more. I blue screened it so hard because I expect him to reject me outright that I didn't know what to say, so I just went, that's it, bye, and walked away at the speed of the sound. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I could tell she was embarrassed. He said, "Thank you. It's been awkward every time. It's been awkward every time I've seen him since." Okay. Let me get my opinion on this, y'all. To be honest, y'all, because see, in the beginning, right, when he was starting to be flirty and friendly and stuff, someone told me that was a sign and stuff, and I'm like, dang, okay, it's kind of a sign that he may want her, but at the same time, maybe a sign that he doesn't want her at the same time, right? Yeah, and then it was another part I was just thinking about when I was reading too. I got down to that second paragraph, I was like, dang, because I kind of felt like because for a second, I'm like, y'all, I'm back, y'all. I apologize. My phone was like tweaking, but yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I gotta pull it back up so I can know where I was at. Man, like I was saying, y'all, bro, I feel like so embarrassed for her over that. That's what I'm gonna say. Overall, I just feel so embarrassed for her because, like, the fact that he, said just yeah and like, you know, to me, like, I mean, I wouldn't say he was trying to be rude or nothing, but like, he could at least have like some sympathy and stuff. Said, oh yeah, and stuff. He could have been like, well, I'm not ready for a relationship right now, or like, I'm just not into you and stuff. Just, in a nice way, cause like, when he just said yeah, and that just sounded like he was saying it with like an attitude for it, But okay, so here's the question for y'all. This question number one for y'all. How would y'all feel if y'all was in college and y'all was like, had a crush on like a professor or a TA, just anybody or anybody in your class in general, and you went up to them and they basically said yeah, or shoot, even something worse, like how would y'all feel? Comment down below to me how y'all would feel. But y'all, I would give this story maybe like, I'm gonna say a cool little 6 because it didn't really like, I mean, it did give me like some interesting stuff, but like it just didn't like really like oh wow, it's not an all wow to like type of stuff. So yeah. Alright, y'all, we got the next one on, y'all. This one is kind of talking about like, I guess friendship relationships kind of and stuff, and they got some messiness involved. So be prepared. And y'all also, due to privacy reasons, I'm finna cross out, their usernames and stuff because, I don't know, like, crazy stuff be happening on the internet nowadays. So, I don't want nothing. I don't want to start nothing. I don't want to be nothing. So, yeah. But anyways, let me go ahead and read it. So, me and my friend are really close. Okay, good. Like, we hook up a couple of times and sometimes joke about being together.
That's suspicious.
That probably explains the close part. Recently, things changed between us because I got busy. We rarely talk anymore. Before that, we were so used to talking every day. Then one day, a friend got mad at me, and when we talked about it, friend just said, I just miss you, and then now we're at the stage where we often get mad at each other for things. Like we were taking things personally now compared to before. I don't know why. Okay. And y'all, it got a little context now. I'm gonna read it to you. Context. Friend confessed to me a few weeks back, and I didn't feel the same way, but I think I do now. Ever since we weren't able to talk, I found myself feeling weird. Now talking to friend. Friend must be really mysterious, cause like I keep on y'all like okay. Also, now that we always get into arguments, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like feelings are fading. Okay. So y'all, I ain't gonna lie. When I read that first sentence, when I read like the first few words, me and my friend are really close. Like I just thought like they was besties for real. Like I'm thinking like when the friends had a separate relationship, and I thought that was like getting in the way of them. But when I seen like we hook up a couple of times, I was like, what? I was like, what? That was crazy. But yeah. But y'all, my personal opinion though, I'm not saying it's bad for you today, like your close homeboy or close homegirl or whatever. For me personally, now I'm not saying I never dated a friend. Well, I mean, one time almost did, but we don't get into that though. Maybe a few times, but we ain't gonna get into that though. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I just feel like, you know, doing that, it comes with a lot of like, it comes with a lot of pros and cons and stuff. Cause I feel like pros and stuff, and I'm like, when I mean by really close, I mean I'll tell each other like everything and stuff. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but like, you know, you never know. Like you can't just have your guard down and stuff. You know, and even when we get like closer to the end of this, at the end of this confession, she was mentioning how like I guess her friend was mad at her and stuff, and you know she, and now like they say now they mad at things where like they take things personally now, and that's probably another reason too why, because like I said, they close and stuff, so you know they may be telling each other, they may be done something in the past to each other, or maybe yeah, you know, yeah, and then when I got down to the context thing, I hope it's still for y'all. I kept it up just in case. She had mentioned how I feel like the feelings are fading away and stuff, and see, and that's my whole point though. Like I just feel like, you know, friends, you dating your, you know, close friend and stuff, it's just like it can come with like a lot of pros and cons and stuff. Personally. Now I'm not coming for anybody who, you know, who is right now or who has, but that's just my personal opinion. So y'all please don't come for me, okay? Please don't come for me, okay? I beg y'all. But you know, here's the question I want to ask y'all. If y'all was in this situation, right, and y'all had a close friend, right? I'm trying to say it in a way so y'all can understand. Y'all had a close friend, and you started, and you and that friend started having feelings for each other, but then like it was just some toxic stuff in a way. Like, how would you feel in that situation? Would you want to work it out, or would you just want to pack your stuff and leave, or kick them out at least? You know. So yeah. This story overall, I'll give this story like an 8 out of 10 because, you know, it did like as much messy stuff as I wanted it to personally, but it did have like a little bit more information to, like, you know, like she gave context and stuff into this confession. So, you know, well, really it's a prop, but it's a confessional prop, as I say. So yeah. Anywho, off to the next one. Alright, y'all, we back with confession number 3. This person, I mean, more of a like advice, but it's still a confession at the same time though. So he said, I, 28 male, discovered quite a bit of evidence about my wife, 26 female, is cheating on me. Oh, it's gonna get real messy.
Yeah, boy.
Found evidence of multiple affairs, some with obvious deep emotions. Sorry, y'all. Deep emotional connections and kid dynamics. I have photos, videos, texts, logs, found toys and lingerie hidden in our house and everything. Ooh, sound like she a gold digger, because where she get lingerie at? When I confronted her and asked her for a full confession, why not disclosing what I knew at the recommendation of my therapist, after a few days of putting it off, she told me about 7% of what physically happened, but only admitted to the random hookups and I'm just gonna say texting. I was gonna say texting, cause I'm not trying to get this video taken down. Well, that's crazy though. That's crazy. It's like it's like he got he system to play the game basically. Does that make any sense? Rock out there. Does that make That probably made no sense to you. I don't know. I was trying to like be smart for a little bit, but it's okay. Anyways, when I asked specific questions that I knew answers to, she lied to me several times, including saying there was never any emotional connection, that it was just intercourse. We just gonna say that intercourse, and that it wasn't with anyone that I knew, and that there wasn't anything else. She now believes that she admits to it all. I know she admitted to having a sexual addiction for whatever reason. I do still want to fight for this marriage, at least until I know I can. So where do I go from here? And you put at the bottom, we've been married 4 years, and this started 3 years ago. Okay, y'all, this is real messy right here. It was messy after he said cheating on me. I said, no, it's really real messy. But look, I've heard a lot of stories about how like a lot of, but it was mostly come from like the female side though. I still gotta remember like cause yeah, I just feel as if like I understand he still want to fight for this marriage because like I said, I know divorcing and breaking up with somebody you probably knew for a very, very long time can be hard and stuff, so I can understand that. But brother, if like, mind you, she said that she done had multiple affairs with you and stuff, and like I just personally, I don't think after the multiple affairs, now if it was just one affair, then like okay, but multiple affairs, no, I feel like there's nothing for you to be saving in this marriage. But if he want to still fight for it, that's him though. But they only been married for 4 years, and crazy too, cause at the bottom it said I'm repeating again, we've been married for 4 years, and this started 3 years ago. So that means first year of their marriage, she was doing all this. So it sounded like to me in my head that she was not ready for marriage for real. It started all 3 years ago, and y'all been married for 4 years. She was not ready for marriage. That's what it sounded like to me. Gonna do all this, have affairs, and test different men like that. That's not it. It's not adding up to me. For me though, I would have left that marriage. Protecting my peace and my mental health is important and stuff. I wouldn't want to stay in a relationship where I'm not happy in or something, or I'm basically not happy in it, and and I just don't love my soulmate basically. So but y'all, question: y'all feel this was happening to y'all, male or female? How would y'all feel this was happening to y'all? How would y'all feel? Like I said, I gave my personal opinion, but my rating for this stuff, I'm gonna give this a cool little 9 out of 10 because y'all, it did add in a little bit. It did add in some messy stuff which I was looking for. So I'm kind of glad it did. So I give this a 9 out of 10. But hope if you looking at this video, I pray that you and your wife worked it out. If y'all did, I hope you found somebody else that love you for you and wouldn't do what she done did to you. So alright, y'all, I'm back with confession number 4, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If not, then I'll put the original one up here because I'll go back through the clips. But this one is it's messy, but it's talking about somebody's best friend and her dad, and how her dad's mom and stuff. So yeah, but let's go into it. I, 14 female, have a close friend, 15 female, recently discovered her father has been cheating on her mother. Messy, it's finna get messy, I just already know. She was sick at home and heard her mom in the next room. From the conversation, she figured out that her father had a secret phone that he had stupidly hidden in the drawer in the living room. I can see why she said stupidly hidden, because if listen, if you, I'm not promoting cheating or nothing, but if you finna be doing some sneaky stuff, be sneaky about it. That's all I'm finna say. Anyway, her mom discovered it, went through it, and found out that it was her husband's secret phone and found texts between him and a woman that has been having intercourse with having intercourse with behind his wife's back. Sorry, I had to reread it. Make sure I was reading it right. She called his regular phone number on secret phone. He was picking up my friend's little brother from school, and they had a horrible argument, which my friend heard every word of and discovered all the information. Her dad is somehow still living at home, and her parents are barely speaking. The worst part, neither of them know that my friend is aware. Me and one other friend knows, and my friend is devastated. Not really a confession of the issue, but it makes me want to throw up. Ooh. Crazy, man. Personally, with me, confront them. I'm finna tell them I know everything that's going on, and I'm finna ask why, because I feel like, I mean, I'm not saying that I was wrong, but like, because I mean, I've been 14 for like the past, 2 years, and then, I mean, I'm still 15 right now, but I'm gonna be 16 within the next week or so, but yeah. Oh yeah, say that in y'all days. My birthday is next week too. Well, a week after next week, but still, it's a week and some days from now. But it's just very sad, and the fact that she had to hear all that and stuff from the other room, like it's just real crazy. Like, I feel like, for her mom, I understood she was mad, but like, I wish she would have thought of, her daughter hearing this stuff, because I could tell some parents don't want to like, trigger their kids and stuff. Y'all, I apologize. My eyes, if y'all see my eyes is red. I had something in my eyes, but yeah, it's just sad. But yeah, how would y'all feel? How would y'all feel this is happening to you? I know some of y'all watching probably way over the age of 15 and 14, but still, like, just put y'all in that shoe. Pretend you are 14 or 15 again, and just imagine it basically. But that's real crazy. I'm very sorry you had to go through that and stuff, because I could tell it's very hard and stuff. So yeah. Alright, Rock Game, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed these confessions and stuff. And y'all, most of them was very surprising, if I'm being honest. Like, I was like, wow, I had read some of them before I even started the clips and stuff. But also, to come back to what I was saying in the beginning, y'all, look, I've been busy with school and stuff. School been stressing me out. I've been having assignments on top of assignments and stuff, and also I've been kind of dealing with some other stuff, but I ain't gonna talk about that right now because it's personal. But that's why I've been able to post in the past few weeks and stuff, because I've been trying to get myself in order and get my priorities straight before I come back on it, because I didn't want to come back on here and I'm mad about something that didn't happen, and it's just gonna mess up my whole mood. Because trust me, y'all, I have been mad throughout the videos I made. I have been mad in between them, but I still didn't let that affect, my channel and stuff. But yeah, like that being said, I'm gonna make this shorter and stuff, because y'all can see I'm tired and stuff. Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed, so yeah. But anyway, if y'all like this video, make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe, and join the Rock community today. Y'all, if y'all want part 2, make sure y'all comment down below, and I'm gonna get y'all part 2. And also, I did tell y'all that part 3 of the monkey troll was gonna be coming out. I'm gonna actually be doing that possibly sometime either this upcoming week or the week after, because y'all seeing this on Sunday, because it's middle of the night and it's already Sunday, so yeah. But yeah, rock out game. Like that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. My bad, rock out game. My other phone had died, but I'm on my other one. But like I was saying, hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Night, whatever time y'all watching this at. And peace out, cause y'all, I gotta go to bed. So I'll see y'all in the next video.